Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
37-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith now to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Gino now to throw.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
Back to throw, Smith.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And probably it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Barkley inside handoff. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 49. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Eagles in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The 20-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Diaz. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that
open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Smith. Going for the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now it's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Nifty move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing now is Geno. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Now Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. In motion, that's Tolbert. Now Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Over the middle, he's got Thornton.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose at the 40. Devontae Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
A run straight ahead with Chanty.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No touch. 180, 180.
Here's Hurts to throw. To Barkley on the check down. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 126. The same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Raiders 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, eluding the tackle. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Smith. And this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
Again, Smith. Off hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Smith.
And it is caught. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. In motion, that's Tolbert.
Throwing again is Smith.
Now he's going to step up and run. Right back to Tolbert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Now 2nd and 9.
No touch it. Anyway,
Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
no touch it. No touch.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that one was was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Smith now to throw.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun, here's Smith.
He'll drop this underneath for Jeanty.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Smith. Now a run here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
He has been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This 2nd and 4.
No touch. No touch.
Again, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him with no gain.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
No touch. On anyone. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Great. 180. No touch.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Sheds off the tackle.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Geno.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
It's caught. Tolbert. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 26 yards.
Geno now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Big strides, look at him go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Colin Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35. Raiders 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Delta.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 42, Raiders 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Raiders 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Their drive will begin with a run by
Agenti. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to run for it with Agenti. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. In motion, that's Tolbert. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Hurts to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Great.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets it on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go Silver. Trimmer.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held it. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum to swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now it's Smith.
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To the air again, Smith.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's 1st and goal. On the give, Genty.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
No touch, no touch.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, These offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Eagles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.